In this episode of Austin House Flippers, I'm going to show you how I turned this ugly, outdated 1970s home into a cozy and stylish Airbnb in just 16 days. And within weeks, I got over $4,500 in bookings and spent under $20,000 to get it up and running. Keep watching as there are pro tips on what to look for when buying an off-market property along with tons of cost-saving advice. Hey everyone, it's Vivian here. It's November the 4th and I am going to give you a property tour about our new property that we picked up last week that we are going to turn into an Airbnb. Just want to give you a few tips along the way. Number one, we bought this property off market, but for sure, the one thing that gets me every single time, and I hope it doesn't get you, is the landscaping cost. If you look around the property, it is very beautiful with some mature trees, but some of them are just too mature. We were able to find this property thanks to New Western. They have a huge inventory of off-market investment properties ready to go whenever we need one. When we decided to keep this house as an Airbnb, we looked at a couple things, especially location. If you look at the map, it's so close to the new crossover athletic center in Cedar Park. It's just minutes away from the HEB Center in Cedar Park where they have concerts. And finally, Austin is just 35 minutes away. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, around 1,200 square feet. This one's actually in pretty good condition. There's just a little bit of refreshing that needs to be done, and then we're going to get it rented out, hopefully before Thanksgiving. All right, let's go. This landscaping here definitely needs to go. It is absolutely a tripping hazard, and I don't want that. We're calling this the greenhouse. I have other Airbnbs, the pink house and the blue house. This one's going to be green. The first thing you'll notice is the high vaulted ceilings. I love vaulted ceilings in every single property we buy because it just has this really nice open feeling towards it. The other thing that I love here is the built-in cabinets. Obviously an opportunity to paint it. We're gonna paint it green. Everything else, all the walls will be repainted into a white color, which our favorite right now is Sherwin-Williams Incredible White. The floors are in great condition. These are laminate distressed floors with hand-scraped texture, but it's, very good condition. Over here we have the kitchen. At first we thought about opening the wall, but I think for now we're just gonna keep it just like this. So the seller left a whole bunch of stuff, but the nice thing is he's left us a fridge and a stove that's in great condition. We don't have to do much work in here other than paint and change the light fixtures. We have a 2-car garage. The second thing you need to look out for when you buy an off-market property is how much stuff they plan to leave behind. We did a walkthrough the day before we closed on the property, and we kind of knew this was coming. They left the washer and dryer, which is fine with me because I need it anyways. But if you turn the corner here, you're gonna see they left us 3 vacuum cleaners. They left us with a whole bunch of leftover paint, and we have a lawnmower, cleaning equipment, just crazy amounts of junk right over here. So make sure you factor in disposal when you are buying off-market properties because it can cost a lot. We have trusted Terry from Hauling Solutions since our very first flip in 2018. His prices are great and he's so easy to work with. Give him a call today. Both the bathrooms are in great shape. We're just gonna look at it from a little bit afar, but those are just pretty inexpensive enclosed showers. We have the first bedroom here, which is pretty small. I think the configuration in here will probably be a twin bed. The second room is over here. And we're gonna keep that as a queen bed. And again, we're gonna change the light fixtures because nothing dates your house more than these kind of fans. And last but not least is the primary room. It's actually a really nice size, but the one thing that's missing is the closets. For some reason, people love to tear out their closets. So we're gonna have to replace that. We have another bathroom in here. But as I mentioned, when you buy off-market properties, a lot of these people are relocating or in distressed situations and they just can't take everything with them. In this scenario here, they've left a lot of furniture for us to dispose of, and we're just gonna roll up our sleeves today and take care of that. Hi everyone, it's now November the 11th, about 14 days since we took possession of our property here in Leander, and let me give you a tour. We are finished painting the main areas of the house. We did have to lay down some primer and some new ceiling paint, wall paint, and today's focus is working on the cabinets. Karina here is painting by hand because there's not very much space in this kitchen to run a sprayer. So we just decided to do it by hand, but the doors will be done by sprayer. And we have this beautiful built-in cabinet here that needs to be primed today, and then we'll spray that down along with all the cabinet doors. The bathroom here, well, I got a little happy trying to remove wallpaper. The good news is I've ordered some wallpaper off Etsy. It is this gorgeous terracotta wallpaper. And finally, in the master bedroom, as you can see, it was green in here before. It's now this beautiful white. Along this wall here, it was pretty textured. So what I've done is I personally have skim coated the walls just to make it nice and flat. That way I can prepare this for the wallpaper. Now the next instruction is to use rubbing alcohol, soak it in a cloth, and wet it down to get off all the dust, and then let it dry for 24 hours. We want to try and modernize this, but we have cost constraints. We want to see what we can do to try to minimize the expense. But one thing that I found was on YouTube is that if you take a sanding block and you sand this down, you can actually use an appliance epoxy to refinish it into a white countertop. And we are going to use this Rust-Oleum appliance epoxy to try and see if we can get this coated with a nice appliance finish. We are going to repurpose this fireplace screen. We have purchased them before and they're actually quite expensive. They're over $500. So in this case, we are going to tape up all the glass and we are going to finish it off with a Rust-Oleum spray. All right, I learned my lesson with the epoxy. I found James's respirator, and now we're gonna go and apply the Rust-Oleum. To do this whole wall was about $500 and it's printed on demand. We bought this on Etsy. Beautiful Monstera plants. It's gonna feel like a little rainforest paradise in here. I wanted to share a little tip and trick with you. This is peel and stick. And essentially when you're lining them up, you wanna make sure you're about a centimeter overlapping the last panel. And secondly, I wanna show you the trick I've learned over the years with working with decals is that when you peel it off like this, peel off about 10 to 12 inches. So you have like an overhang like this, and then fold this piece back like this, and then you press it upwards. Okay, that way you are able to just press it down like this, that back piece, and then now roll this piece up. Just like that. Okay, and then now you have the backing here, and you can slowly peel that away from the top. So this is a wallpaper tool. It comes in pretty handy, you know, when you want to ensure that all the seams are down, but we found that using your hands can work just as well because you can feel all the bubbles. So if you don't have the tool, the hand works as well. It's Sunday, November 14th, and it is time to transform the exterior of the house. As you can see, we have some paint here. So this is a 1,200 square foot home, and we are needing approximately 15 gallons of exterior paint. We've used Sherwin-Williams Snowbound here in satin finish. The general paint that we use is from Home Depot. It's Bare E600 exterior satin finish. I should be finished painting today. I can't wait to see the whole thing. All right, it's a big landscaping day today here at our Leander house. Let me show you what's happening. As you can see, there's a lot of rocks. They're taking that right now. So they're getting rid of all the stone here, which was a tripping hazard. And just like we always say, if it can be solved with money, it's not a problem. We're also gonna clean up the riverbeds over here. That's for drainage. And then this giant thing right here, we're gonna shrink this closer to the house so we can expand this walkway right here.
Hey guys, this is Luis Gonzalez with Speedy Gonzalez Landscape. I am here, just got the plants from Utah Nursery. I'm doing some work for Vivian. As you can see, we're laying out plants, planting everything.
The landscaping on this house is so expensive because of these guys right here. This is honed limestone that's specially ordered. I probably spent too much on this house on this stuff, but it looks amazing. Finally, at the side of the house, look how fast we accumulated more garbage. They're building a new path here as well. It's gonna look gorgeous. And this is the story of our 21st project.